Welcome to the Smart Exemplary Educator Application 2010 for Sherry Gunville.
Lesson 1, question 9. You're going to need a ruler and a protractor. Well, good thing we have those two things in our measurement tools. Use a ruler, measure the lengths of the sides on each triangle above. When you pull the ruler out, it is actually the right length. So if I were to go and measure this and put it up against here and then move it over, the length of this is actually 5.4 centimeters. Now, if I need to make my ruler shorter because I'd like a niftier tool, I can drag the end, the light edge of this, and I can make my ruler shorter. It did not change the unit of measurement. That is still 5.4. Handle here, if you make it bigger for display purposes, your units have changed. So now you can use it for display purposes, which is great, but how long is this A to C length now? Well, it's not 5.4 anymore. So if you're using a ruler for display purposes to teach kids units, go ahead and make it bigger or smaller. But if you really need it for actual measurement, make sure that you grab a fresh ruler out of your tool. Another thing we could do with technology is play games. Games are fun, the kids like them. They have problem solving, that sparks our creativity. They have interaction, that gives your kids some social groups. And they have representation and story, which does give us some emotion. So playing games in your classroom is not just simply playing games if they meet the curricular outcomes. So let's try a game. Grade 7. What would you like to pick?
Lady's choice. Lady's choice.
Oh, hodgepodge for 300.
A hodgepodge for 300. Knowing that your students learn differently, you have to... Sure, we're ready. You're ready? And your answer is?
What is differentiate?
What is differentiate? Teach differently or use different strategies, and the judge is saying yes.
That's got it. Yeah.
Okay. Grade 7 will be 300. And we go back to our answer key, and grade 7, 300 there. Grade 8 table, what would you like to pick, Patty? How this basically works is each one of these is linked to another page in this file. So when you see all these pages in the file, each one is linked to a page that has another question in it. So one of them is linked to the daily double. And all of them are stuck here or locked in place or grouped together so they can't move around. So if you highlight them all, we can then ungroup them or
Differentiating instruction is extremely important, and the Smartboard, and this notebook file in particular, demonstrates how easy it can be to structure for student choice on the fly.
Different here in auditory learners. The recorded instructions would be, oh, go get a laptop and a set of headphones. Open up Audacity, push the record button. Kids might never have used that software before. Talk. And then when you're done, click File, Save, and save it in a location your teacher designates. If you were using this file, you could say save it in the S. Mrs. Nordstrom folder. And then there's a little back button because the next person that comes up might be a kinesthetic learner. And if we have any of those, you need to get up anyway right now, don't you? You're a kinesthetic person, Paul? So now the kinesthetic learner has a couple more things to do because they want to push a couple more buttons probably because they're up here. So they roll the dice and then they 4. So you roll the 4, you push the next button. Yeah. And you rolled a 4. Now you have to use Movie Maker to show how you would. So you have to
I support my peers outside of the workshop environment is with our networked notebook lesson creation and storage.
so that we can see where it is. Where does it make sense to you that it should be? In the T drive, in the Smartboard folder.
I spend my days teaching and constantly learning from our over 450 staff members at Saskatchewan Rivers. I support users of over 300 smartboards, document cameras, Centea receivers, a Symposium, and 2 smart tables. I can't wait to see what the opportunities the peer education strand of the Smart Exemplary Educator program can bring to our division.